AFA is committed to building transformational leaders. Over the last 2 decades, we've done what we can to try to evaluate what makes somebody a transformational leader. Competency in these areas is what accelerates an individual's ability to contribute to high-performing self and teams. When we think about strength in an individual in these areas, we're talking about somebody that's committed to learning as a lifelong process and is committed to leading self and team.
What we know about people is that relationship development, collaboration, cultural EQ, interpersonal IQ, systems thinking, and career management are foundationally critical competencies that drive success. We've come to these competencies over hundreds of conversations and observations with students, employers, and alumni.
When we think about relationship development, we're talking about building and fostering healthy relationships. So we're talking about things like influential leadership, receptivity, relationship management, and perspective, which are all important ingredients to help someone lead through growth and change.
Collaboration is the ability to work effectively with others towards a common goal. It's about thinking through problems and demonstrating citizenship at various levels. Cultural IQ is the capacity to perform in diverse environments with an inclusive bias. While similar to collaboration and teamwork, cultural IQ is about social awareness and responsibility, empathy, and consideration of others. In today's global society, it's about high interpersonal and intercultural fluency.
When we think about interpersonal EQ, what we're talking about is the ability for someone to relate with sensitivity and influence with a built-in bias towards learning and leading. Someone with high interpersonal EQ is coachable, curious, emotionally self-aware, and intelligent. Someone like this has strong interpersonal skills and is very resilient.
Systems thinking is the ability to identify, interact, and influence systems. Those that understand systems think critically, solve problems, manage change, and innovate. Career management is the ability to take feedback and personal reflection to manage the career arc for yourself or those you supervise.
Part of AFA's mission is about building bridges for college students and young professionals. So what we're talking about is building bridges to experiences. It makes sense. The more experiences a young person's engaged in, the more depthful or mastery they'll have in these competency areas. Some of our experiences are heavily focused on the competencies themselves, whereas other experiences build in more experiential learning and industry exposure.
The way we address them will evolve over time, just as workplaces in the world change, but we believe there are tenets that will be consistent, and they build transformational leaders. We look for ways to include and assess development in all of the programs and services AFA provides.
For 2 decades, we've been focused on this kind of work, trying to be complementary of what happens in the academic setting. All we're trying to do now is pull back the curtain a little bit and show you a little bit more about how we bring these competencies to life. So we hope you'll follow us over the coming weeks as we do that.